Montana Jordan, best known for his role as the lovable and mischievous Georgie Cooper on CBS's Young Sheldon, has officially traded in his bachelor boots for a pair of polished cowboy wedding shoes. The 21-year-old actor said, "I do," to longtime sweetheart Jenna Weeks in a picturesque Texas ceremony this past weekend, surrounded by rolling hills, rustic charm, and plenty of southern warmth. A love story deep in the heart of Texas. The romance between Montana and Jenna started far from the glitz of Hollywood. The two met in their small East Texas town, where Jordan was born and raised. Long before red carpets and television fame, they bonded over shared values, classic country music, and a mutual appreciation for late-night Whataburger runs. "It's not the typical Hollywood love story," Montana said in a statement shared after the ceremony. "It's better. We grew up around the same things: faith, family, and hard work. Jenna's been by my side long before anyone knew my name." Friends of the couple say their relationship was grounded from the beginning. Jenna, 22, a local elementary school teacher and aspiring author, often kept a low profile while supporting Montana's acting career. "She kept him grounded," said one family member. "Even when he was filming in LA, he always called home. Jenna never let him forget where he came from." A ceremony as authentic as the couple set on a ranch just outside of San Augustine, Texas, Montana's real-life hometown. The wedding was a celebration of Texas roots and heartfelt simplicity. The venue, a sprawling 200-acre family-owned ranch, offered the perfect backdrop: wildflower fields, grazing horses, and the faint twang of fiddle music drifting through the breeze. Guests arrived under a blazing July sun, greeted by lemonade stands, hay bale benches, and handmade wooden signage directing them to the ceremony site, an open-air chapel crafted from reclaimed barn wood and draped with white linen. Jenna walked down the aisle to a live acoustic rendition of Willie Nelson's "Always on My Mind," escorted by her father. She wore a vintage-inspired lace gown with long sleeves and subtle floral embroidery, timeless, modest, and breathtaking. Montana stood at the altar in a custom-tailored tan suit, boots polished, Stetson hat respectfully removed. The officiant, a close family friend and local pastor, kept the ceremony personal and spiritual. Montana and Jenna exchanged traditional vows, but not without a few tearful giggles and a whispered, "You look amazing," from the groom that caused the crowd to collectively swoon. As they kissed under the big Texas sky, a small herd of longhorn cattle strolled past the fence line behind them, as if nature itself had RSVP'd, yes, to the big day. Celebrity guests and Young Sheldon reunions. While the event was largely an intimate gathering of family and friends, a few familiar faces from Montana's acting world made the trip to East Texas. Ian Armitage, who plays Sheldon Cooper on Young Sheldon, was in attendance, jokingly introducing himself to guests as the brain to Georgie's brawn. Annie Potts, Meemaw, and Lance Barber, George Sr., also made appearances, with Potts calling the wedding the most beautiful family affair I've ever been to. "He's like a second grandson to me," Potts shared in an Instagram story showing her dancing the two-step with Barber under string lights. "We watched him grow up on set, but today, we watched him become a man." Though the series ended in 2024, the cast has remained close, and the wedding was a welcome reunion. One insider noted that the actors even surprised Montana by performing a parody skit of Young Sheldon, reimagining Georgie as a clueless groom on his big day. It had everyone laughing. Even Jenna was in stitches, the insider said. A reception full of heart and brisket. The reception took place in a refurbished barn decorated with mason jar lights, sunflowers, and black and white photos of the couple's journey together. Everything from childhood snapshots to red carpet moments. Dinner was served family style: brisket, smoked sausage, cornbread, baked beans, and coleslaw. "We wanted it to feel like home," Montana said, "because it is." The newlyweds shared their first dance to Chris Stapleton's "Millionaire," swaying under the stars while friends and family looked on, some with tears, others with beers, all smiling. Later in the evening, Montana gave a brief toast, his voice catching with emotion. "Jenna," he said, holding her hand tightly, "you've given me more than I ever dreamed of. You're my anchor and my wings. I'm so lucky you chose me." There wasn't a dry eye in the barn. The honeymoon and what's next? After the festivities, the couple departed in a vintage blue Ford pickup, cans clinking behind the tailgate and a sign that read, "Just hitched." Their honeymoon destination, somewhere off the grid. "They're going camping in the Rockies," a source close to the couple shared. "Just the two of them, no Wi-Fi, no cameras. That's a them." Montana, who has kept a relatively low profile since Young Sheldon wrapped, has expressed interest in producing and writing. Rumors are swirling about a potential behind-the-scenes career, while Jenna has reportedly started work on her first children's book, a project inspired by her students. "They're building a life beyond the spotlight," said one guest, "and they're doing it their way." A new chapter for Georgie. Off-screen, though Montana will forever be remembered as Georgie Cooper, his wedding marks a shift not only in his personal life but perhaps in his professional journey as well. "He's grown up a lot," said Lance Barber. "We've watched Montana go from a goofy kid to a grounded young man. Watching him marry Jenna, it's like seeing your own kid grow up. There's nothing better." As for fans, they may not see the actor on screen as often in the coming year, but the love story that unfolded in a Texas field this summer will certainly stick in hearts just as deeply as any role he's played. From a small-town boy with a dream to a beloved television star and now a married man, Montana Jordan's real-life journey is proving to be just as compelling as any episode of Young Sheldon, and a whole lot sweeter. Let me know if you'd like a version formatted as a press release, blog post, or social media caption instead.